They say if you keep on doing the same thing over and over again, and you keep on getting the same results, thing is to do something different, reinvent something, or do something in a totally different light to get a different result. Now, reinvention itself doesn't mean that you change your life completely. It means that you explore new avenues in life, and this is something that we are going to be talking about. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about reinvention. I'm putting my glasses on right now because I can see you. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sohail Hashmi, and I welcome you to Unplugged. If you're new here, thank you very much indeed for joining us. This is a channel which we call Unplugged, to unplug a few things in our mind and try and see whether we look at things in a different perspective. So today we, of course, are talking about reinventing yourself. So let's start. One of the things that one has to do is to get out of the victim mode. If you think certain things have happened to you in the past, you have to put that to one side while you deal with those things. But you have to totally clear your mind so that you know that whatever happened in your past is not going to affect your future. In fact, I've actually done a video of how to get out of the victim mode, and you'll find that at the bottom of the comments. So do check that out. Don't let the past define you. Let your past redefine you. So why do you want to reinvent? And I think a good practice for that is to get the diary or the journal out and write a few things in it that can be helpful, where you want to see yourself maybe in a couple of months, or maybe in a year, 2 years, 5 years, as to, well, I'd like to see myself like this. This is what I would like to do. This. Now, what happens with that is you've taken it out of your mind and you've put it, diarized it with your own handwriting. Of course, you can type it as well, but I prefer writing things down. To see what you can find with that, because what you're doing is you're bringing it from the imagination now onto reality. So one has to define the why. The other things I found out, later on in my life, let's say about 3 or 4 years ago, was the fact that everybody faces obstacles. Now, I did not know that the obstacle was the way. It is these obstacles that you get over that then teaches you more and takes you further into life. So if anybody reaches an obstacle and doesn't know what to do, get past that obstacle, because that makes you a better person, or it helps you redefine or changes your journey a bit, and that takes you towards, hopefully, your success. So don't be worried about obstacles. Obstacles are the way. Now, moving forward and reinventing yourself, it's an ongoing process. It doesn't stop. And I can give you 2 examples which comes to my mind straight away about business reinvention. And one of those things is, I don't know whether you remember the chain, I remember it in the UK, which was Blockbuster. Now, Blockbuster was supposed to reinvent themselves and go forward. In fact, they were supposed to be the next Netflix, but they could not reinvent, and they started charging very, very heavy fees for days of which those videotapes were late. So what happened is Netflix came in, and it made it much easier for people to watch. And of course, we all know about Netflix, and we all know what happened to Blockbuster. Again, weren't able to reinvent. The second thing I'm sure you'll remember was Kodak. Remember Kodak? You'd have to, put the film in the camera, take pictures, and then you'd send it for 3, 4 days or 7 days or emergency, and then you'd get the pictures back. Now, they were supposed to turn into some sort of a digital situation like Sony or like Canon, but they were unable to make that shift. They weren't able to reinvent. So we all know what happened to Kodak. And we all now know what's happening with all the other brands. Digital is the way forward. 2K, 4K, 16K, so many Ks. So in conclusion, reinventing yourself doesn't have to be this very, very heavy thing. You can start off very small, read more books, travel if you can once the COVID thing is over. Engage with people of all ages. I think this is one of the things that you can do. I am reminded of that famous saying by Abraham Lincoln, and it goes something like this: the best way to predict your future is to create it. Thank you so much indeed for listening. I hope that you got something out of this. I hope I was of service to you, and if you liked it, please do recommend this to other people. If you already haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Do also try and share your comments at the bottom. It's always very helpful, because caring is sharing. Till I see you in the next episode, my respects to you and to your loved ones.